So this is my garden. There's a couple plants over there, like shallots and stuff. And here's my herb garden. It was all made from recyclable material. Bar stools are part of the gazebo first, and these old reclaimed wooden stairs are part of the spa. They were kind of a bitch to take apart, but it was worth it. Worked out really well. So here's some dill, mint, the bottom layer is a bunch of chives. That was really good. We have some butter crunch lettuce on the top. I've been weeding that out as it grows. We have some thyme. It took a while to start. Oregano, parsley. Parsley's doing great. A bunch of little tiny parsleys in there. Arugula growing around the rosemary. Seem to grow pretty well together. And some basil. Over here, we have marigolds lining each row. Some giant artichoke plants. And here are the onions in this row. Planted at about 300. They're not doing as well as last year. The bulbs are not that big. And I thought they'd do better in sandy soil and grow even bigger than last year, because last year they grew huge, but not the case. I don't know why. So I took about 20 artichokes from each plant. I just cut off 5 right before this video, because they're starting to open. And all we're left with are the tiny ones now. But they look good. See, some of them are really... I need to pick soon. Elephant garlic. I've never grown elephant garlic before, so this is kind of fun. The stems are huge. Look at this guy. This is my finger compared to the stem. It's huge. The last one we planted really late, like in January, so not that big. Planting Jerusalem artichokes this year along the fence. They look good. First year growing those too. In this row there's tomatillos and some tomatoes. These tomatillo plants already have a bunch of tomatillos on them already, which is really cool. And more tomatillos. Sorry about the airplane. We have a pineapple tomato that's actually really big now. 4 Roma tomatoes. This is a cherry tomato. And 4 early girl tomatoes. This darker green one, we bought it at Lowe's. And it said it was an early girl, but it's not an early girl. It looks totally different. And it's already starting to fruit before the other ones. There's a big one down here. So, cool with the tomatoes, but still weird. I don't know what tomato it is. More marigolds. In this corner we have roses, ginger, more teacup roses, cilantro, that's bolting. I'm going to save the seeds. Parsley, that looks kind of funny. The original rosemary plant that I took the cutting from for the new herb garden. My desert rose surgery plant. And a greenhouse. It has some little seedlings in there. Off in the far corner, there's some shallots growing. And we saw this on a commercial. So we built a flower tower and hoped the marigolds will take over, but not yet. Looks kind of bad right now. More tomatoes. This is the Brandywine, grew from seed. That one's not doing too well, so put the shade cloth over it. Black Krim. And mortgage lifter. That plant we also bought from Lowe's, and it's not a jalapeno like it was labeled. It has to be an Anaheim. Because I grew them last year and I didn't like them. This one is a jalapeno. These ones are 4 red bell peppers. Mystery tomato. that popped up somewhere. Transplanted it, and these are runner beans. I don't know what kind, they're just garden runner beans. They need more iron. You can tell by the yellow leaves, which is sad. More cheese and artichokes. We have two, I hope they're cherry peppers, but they might be red bell peppers. One that died because of bugs. Stupid bugs. And then 6 serrano peppers. To give some heat. I have a couple of cauliflower. Over the winter I planted like 48 broccoli plants, and the cauliflower just took like 3 months to sprout. I don't know why, but I don't think they're going to actually make a flower, but we'll see. Some Japanese eggplant, 4 of them. Never had the Japanese eggplant either, so that'll be interesting. And they have little flowers, which is cool. Over here we have some red cabbage, which I never grew before either, but I saw some people growing them during the summer, so I'm hoping that will work out, because it's a really shady area back here. This is the compost pile. It's pretty big. Need to turn it. And that's the stuff from yesterday, seriously, that I need to grind up from the lawnmower and put in there. It's kind of crazy. These are tomatoes that sprouted by themselves from the compost pile last year. I would transplant them, but I don't know what kind they are. And I don't want like 5 million cherry tomatoes, which is what I think they are, because cherry peppers, or the cherry tomatoes, seem to grow everywhere. A couple tomatillos in there too. These are giant skyscraper sunflowers. I've never grown sunflowers, and I just wanted to see how big they get. I hope they don't get over the fence, because here actually, in our area, they're not allowed to grow over the fence, but we'll see. I don't think anyone would be mad at us and tell on us, but, you know, we live in one of those communities where everything has to be the same. Over in this corner, we've planted some squash intermittently, so we don't have all the squash at once. So this was the first one planted. It's gray zucchini. And there's little zucchinis. The second one planted, that's also a gray zucchini. Yellow straight neck squash, and a yellow straight neck squash. So, should have squash all summer.